Hey girl, welcome to Overcoming Narcissistic Relationships with Olivia. I am so happy that you're here and listening to this right now because I have a bucket load of questions for you. The first one is, are you currently in or have you previously been in a toxic relationship before? Have you wasted valuable time and energy hoping that he would change? Do you keep attracting men that aren't good for you or falling for the wrong men? Have you been wondering if you're unhappy and deserve better than what you've been getting? Have you discovered that your partner or your ex-partner is a narcissist or has traits of a narcissist? Are you recovering from narcissistic abuse? Are you wondering how to overcome these relationships and break the cycle of going back to toxic love and toxic men? If you answered yes to any of these, then you are in the right place. This is a feel-good podcast for the woman on her journey to self-love, confidence, and worthiness. Each episode, I will bring to you an inspiring guest or an empowering thought that will help you bust through your fears, connect to your soul, and get clear so that you can elevate yourself in your life and your relationships. Get ready for some real talk and to unapologetically take charge and reclaim the life and relationships that you really want. My name is Olivia and I'm a relationship and narcissist recovery coach. Bringing women together to create positive change within themselves and others is what I do. Are you with me? Here we go. Hey everybody, I'm just jumping on really quick before I have a coaching session. So if you guys have been enjoying the group, then you would know that I put out a post recently about my very first online group program that I'm thinking of launching at the start of October. Woo! So exciting. So the reason why I decided to come up with this idea was because, I do have clients and I coach them one-to-one, I coach couples, I coach singles, all that sort of stuff, and I love it. And so do they, and they've gotten some awesome results. However, I have had a few women who have, I've had calls with, initial consults, they can't afford the one-to-one coaching, it's not the right time for them, whatever the case may be. So I didn't want these women to miss out. And that's when I thought, let's do a online program so that these women can actually get some value, help themselves in their situations, level up, grow, and then soar. I've written down some notes here in case you haven't had a good look at that post yet. If you haven't, I suggest you go look at it, but I'm going to just quickly kind of give you a bit of an idea, spill the beans, spill the gossip, spill the deets, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask me, of course. So, firstly, the program I will be running from the 1st of October, first week of October at least, until the first or second week of November. So it will be 6 weeks, 1 hour each week. So basically I'll be creating a separate Facebook group just for these women who really want to invest in themselves, get themselves into a better position, get themselves into a better mind frame, and just live the lives that they actually want to live from this point on. So I'm making that group, and what I'm wanting is more than 3 women. If 3 women or more, and I've already got some interest, but if 3 women or more are wanting this, I will invest my time in you guys, and I will help you guys, one-to-one over the laptop/screen, if that makes sense. And that's where I'll be spending a lot of my time over those 6 weeks, is investing in new women who are really wanting to invest in themselves, because I feel like you deserve it. So it'll be 1 hour Facebook sessions once a week. I will let you know what the schedule will be if it does go ahead. Roughly it'll be in the evenings, probably from about 8 till 9 o'clock at night. And each class will have a theme to help you. So just so you guys know, my coaching packages, when I do one-to-one coaching, they go at least now 4 months onwards. 4 to 6 months. I've had all my clients have re-signed with me. They've all bought packages again. There's a couple that I've been working with. We've been working with each other for 6 months now, and even longer with some other clients. So just so you guys know that this is purely an introductory program. If you feel like you need more one-on-one support, of course you can sign up with me afterwards if you want to. And if you're not wanting to, that's cool too, because this is just to kind of give you a bit of a taste, give you a bit of a lick, a little bit of an idea of what it's all about. Do you know what I mean? Because even though I'm very active in this group, at the same time, it's just snippets here and there, bits and pieces, a bit of value here, a bit of story there, and it's great and it's wonderful and I love it. But at the same time, if you're really wanting that one-to-one attention to get to the nitty-gritty, get to the root of issues, work through your stuff, that is where I come in on a one-to-one basis. Happy days. So the benefits of having this online program are the fact that it's a lot cheaper than working with me one-to-one. You can actually participate, engage, interact at home in your pajamas while you're having a cup of tea, while you're having a wine, after you put the kids to bed, whatever it is. You don't have to get up and get out of the house to go anywhere, get dressed. There's no pressure. You can do this, from your bed, whatever you want. There's going to be a shitload of value that I'm going to be providing. There's going to be a lot of support that I'll be giving you women. And there's going to be a crap load of knowledge, things that will blow your mind, things that you would never have known before, things that you haven't learnt anywhere else. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is where it's going to be. The other thing is that these women that will be doing this program will be doing it with you. They'll be on the journey with you. This is going to be a community with other women that are like-minded, going through the same stuff that you're going through, learning aside or along with you, and I'll be your cheerleader, your guide, your facilitator, your mentor, your coach, your teacher, all that good stuff. Because guess what? I've already been there and I've been through it. And here I am now, happy days, everything's great. I'm loving my life. I love myself. This is the sort of stuff that I want to share with you women. The other thing is that I'll be giving you basic little tasks, a little bit of, I don't like to call it homework, it's more like home play. And it's to help your self-development, and it's to help you become more functional, become healthier, become happier, all that sort of great stuff. And this is a way to bring you guys together in a really positive way that's actually really going to help you. Not just, at the end of the day, like, you can watch YouTube videos, you can read books, you can whatever, but unless you get that attention, and like in these, by the way, in these classes, you can actually write questions and interact with me and ask me then and there on the spot, and I will answer those for you right then and there. There's no waiting for me to get back to you in a message. There's, none of this reading a book and having a question about it, not being actually knowing, can I contact the author, or it's a lot of hassle, whatever. Like, I will be there. You will have my undivided attention. The other benefit of being in a online group program is the fact that because you're learning all together behind your computer screens or your mobiles, it's like you get to experience all the questions that you haven't thought of asking already. You get to experience all the questions that haven't been answered yet. You get to have the epiphanies and the aha moments and the light bulb moments at the same time as everybody else. So you all get to benefit together, which is really crazy and really cool, and I love it. So, I could have really charged a lot more for this course, but I'm only charging $400, guys, which is like not much at all. And I need to make sure, like, the reason why I'm charging and not giving it all away for free is because the people that want to invest in themselves, want to show up, want to level up, they're the ones that will do it. They're not just sitting there passively getting fed information. They're seeking the answers. They're being assertive. They're being proactive. They're wanting to do something about their lives. They're wanting to do something about their situation. And so when it comes to coaching, yes, I give out a crap load of free great content in this group. When it comes to the online program, right, all my one-to-one clients, there's an energy exchange, like, I am helping you guys to become better versions of yourselves, and so there's got to be some sort of energetic exchange there, and that's why I charge the money. It's only $400, which means it's only $66 for each week, which is crap all, really. It's not much. And so the ones that really want to do this and want to invest in themselves, they're the ones that will do that. Do you know what I mean? By doing these sort of courses. They're the ones that will get the results that they want at the end of the day. We can all sit there and hope and wish and dream and plan, but until we actually take action and do this stuff, that's when life really starts to change. So the things that I'm thinking of covering, and feel free to send me a list of questions, because I've got some of you guys that are inquiring and saying, I need help with this, will you be covering that? What I'm going to do is I'm going to compile all of the stuff that you guys want, and I'm going to deliver it to you. I'm going to package it up in a pretty little red bow and right at you, okay? So some of the stuff we'll be talking about is how to identify narcissistic behaviors, because I have a lot of women on discovery calls, a lot of clients that had no idea. They knew that something was going on, but didn't know what, didn't know how to label it, didn't know how to look it up, do a bit more research on it. I'm there to kind of tell you, yes, that's what he's doing. He's doing A, B, C, D. This is the title, this is how this all works, this is how it fits into their personality, this is how it's fitting into your relationship, this is how it's affecting your family, your work, all of that sort of stuff. It's got a massive flow-on effect. Are we talking about self-trust? A lot of us that are in these toxic relationships don't really trust ourselves to be making the right decisions, to be acting the right way. The narc or the toxic partner has actually kind of turned us against ourselves in a lot of ways and has made us doubt our judgment and doubt our instincts and all that sort of stuff. So I'm going to be turning that around with you. The classes will be about self-confidence. It'll be about being responsible for your own healing and being self-determining in your life, being the leader in your life, not just the sidekick or the person that comes along for the ride. Like, this is your life. You get to take the reins. You get to decide what happens, yeah? It's also about not getting stuck in your story. So I have a lot of women that call me. We have discovery calls together. They're all story. They blurt out everything that's ever happened to them in their lifetime, which is great. I love to have, you guys open with me and share those really intimate and personal details. But at the same time, sometimes that's what can keep us stuck, because we're looking at the problem and we're not looking at the solution. And my job is to help you move from the problem to the solution and basically bridge the gap there, so you know how to do it and you know what to do. We're going to be talking about self-management. We're going to be talking about managing stress, anxiety, negative emotions, having issues accessing the higher, expansive, happy vibes. I've been through all of that once again. I know how to do it. I know how to teach you guys. I know how to move you through it. We're going to be talking about different coaching models. We're going to be talking about abundance versus scarcity mindset. We're going to be talking about behavioral profiling so you can understand yourself better, you can understand the narc better, all the different human behaviors and dynamics that are going on in your relationship, your family, your work, all that sort of stuff. You're going to get a much clearer and better idea as to how it is the way it is and why it's happened and how you can turn things around if possible. We're going to be talking about manifestation. We're going to be talking about success rituals. We're going to be talking about problem solving, as I've already said. Identity shifting. You know, when we're in these toxic relationships, all the focus is on the guy, all the focus is on our partners. We forget about ourselves. You know, we are underexpressive. We don't have boundaries. We don't stand up for ourselves. It becomes all about them. What does he want? What's going to make him happy? Why doesn't he love me the way that he's supposed to? Or I want him to. Blah, 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 blah. Like all those questions will be involved in these awesome classes. Yeah? And also, most importantly, towards the end of this, only 6 weeks, it's really not that much at all. Like what I've just mentioned there, I could literally turn into like a package for an individual client. But as I said, it's just a little taste. It's just getting you started. It's getting the ball rolling, getting you thinking differently, making different neural pathways in your brain and all that sort of stuff. When we're talking about gratitude, we're going to be talking about journaling. We're going to be talking about preparing yourself for the next chapter in your life. Because at the moment you feel stuck. At the moment you feel trapped. At the moment you feel low. You feel like, oh, is there more to life? There has to be, you know. I'm going to shed the light to that stuff. I'm going to help prepare you for that next chapter. Even if you haven't actually dealt with the issues yet, this is still progress. Forward is forward, step by step. You're moving, you're shaking, you're putting a bit of action in place. You know, it's making those little changes that are really going to improve your life so that in 6 months your life will be different, depending, you know, how quickly you implement these. So that's just an idea of what will be covered. As I said, if you've got any more questions, you want topics covered, let me know. I want to be able to deliver what you guys want and what you need, more importantly. As I said, the program starts the first week of October. If you're wanting to sign up, let me know. If this particular course goes well, and I mean if there's at least 3 women that are ready to step up for themselves and step up for their relationships and step up for their lives and ready to invest, then I will be running a program next year. But if, we don't get enough numbers, you guys aren't interested, I'm not really going to waste my time, showing up just for one person once a week. That'd be one-on-one coaching, of course, but I'm talking about in the online program. It wouldn't be worth it because that's time I could be spending with a one-to-one client that is actually prepared to spend the extra money to get the extra results. So if there's 3 women or more that are wanting to invest in themselves, this will be going ahead, and happy days. I'm really excited. There's payment plans available. You don't have to pay all up front if you can't afford it or you don't want to, and that's totally fine. The only thing I ask you guys is that you show up, and you do the work, because that's what's going to get you the results, not me just sitting here talking at you, yeah? So I look forward to hearing from you. Shoot me a message if you're interested. We'll be taking deposits, getting your position secured, and then we'll be going ahead. So woohoo, I'm excited. Bye guys, talk to you later. Have a great day. Thank you for listening, sister friends. For more support and one-on-one coaching to help you through your own recovery journey, or if you're wanting to start a business in this niche, then you can email me at oliviapowellcoaching@gmail.com. That's OLIVIAPOWELL coaching@gmail.com. To connect with other like-minded women who might be in the same stiletto heels as you right now, head to my online virtual space on Facebook by searching Overcoming Narcissistic Relationships with Olivia. Just answer the entry questions and feel free to invite your girlfriends. Or come and hang out with me on YouTube or Instagram, where you will find pretty pictures, uplifting and thought-provoking quotes, and tons of value that you don't want to miss. If you enjoyed this episode or something has resonated with you, then be sure to subscribe to this podcast so that you're informed of every single episode that comes out and so you don't miss a thing. Share the love by passing this on to someone that you know who would benefit from hearing the free content of this podcast. And I would really appreciate it if you would leave a review on iTunes, because your review will help the success of this show, so that it has the potential to reach many more women who would benefit from hearing this message too. For more beyond this podcast and places to reach me, please see the show notes for all the links. Until next time, much love, Olivia.